A tiny house on wheels can be a perfect first step on the housing ladder. And today I've traveled to Asheville in North Carolina to meet an inspiring young couple who have crafted a truly unique and beautiful DIY project. Hey David.
Hey Bryce.
Good to see you.
Hey, good, Bryce.
Hi Catherine, how are you?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I am good, thank you. And I have to say, I am absolutely in love with the style of this tiny house.
But thank
Thanks.
you.
How long have you guys actually been here now?
18 months?
About 18 months,
18
yeah.
months.
Wow, so that's quite a while already. How are you finding tiny house life?
Very good.
It's worked well
Streamlined
for
and
us.
wonderful.
What was it that actually inspired you to take on this project?
There are a few variables. The first one, we were tired of paying high rent, especially while we were in school and paying tuition. And the other one was we didn't want to start a mortgage yet because we don't know where we're going to live for the rest of our lives, and we knew it was right for us.
Say freedom in one word, freedom.
You're efficient, you know that?
Yeah. Gives us choices.
Now, you both actually did this build project yourself, didn't you?
Board by
We
board.
did.
And what was that process like?
It was educational.
It was
Very
educational.
And did you actually do the project here in Asheville?
Catherine's parents have some property nearby and a lot more space to work, and
All the right tools.
Dad had lots of tools that we borrowed.
I absolutely love the siding on the house as well. What is this?
So that is Dutch lap siding, and it is salvage, actually. All of it is completely salvaged from one end to the other.
It's North Carolina yellow pine,
Oh,
and we
well done.
tried the shao shugiban, like the Japanese method of burning it and then oiling it. So it was a lot darker when we first did it, and it's like gotten more blonde, but it works. It keeps us dry.
So you mentioned that quite a bit of the wood in this project is salvaged. Did you do quite a lot of recycled materials in this build?
80%.
Yeah, about 80%.
It's small enough where if there were any other projects going on, we could just need a little bit of it, and we had a salvage supplier about 15 minutes away from us, and so we got pretty much everything from them: interior siding, exterior siding, roofing on the top, roofing on the bottom, the flooring. So
Yeah, even the door.
this.
There's something about using those reclaimed materials that gives the house a style that you just couldn't achieve when you're using new built materials, could you?
It's definitely eclectic. That's definitely a vibe. You'll see all the different types of woods and stuff, and that was out of necessity.
Yeah, it was a tight budget. So a lot of the reclamation was, we were just forced to use what we had available at the time.
You have found a beautiful little nook for your home as well. The little outdoor area that you've created here. It's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We need the outdoor space when you've got such limited inside space some days, so it's nice to have the outdoor area to have and spread out a bit.
Got our bistro lights, so we have some nice evenings out here on the patio.
We so fly.
Make a little fire. It's nice.
Well, I can't wait to see what you've done on the inside of this place. Can we have a look?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Come on in.
All right.
After you.
After you.
Oh, wow. What a stunning home this is.
Thank you.
It's a little bit like walking into a rustic wood cabin, isn't it?
A little bit.
I would agree.
Tell me a little bit about how you come up with the design for this place.
Well, I will say the design of this place took longer by at least 3 times than the actual build of it. And it was perfectly catered to our routine. From beginning to end. We knew we didn't want to walk up a ladder into the bedroom. David wanted a big kitchen. I wanted a bathtub. So there are just certain things that we built around based on our
I think if I
lifestyle.
had to pin it down, I would say I designed it around the couch. So one thing about tiny houses that always bugged me was those little like benches. And I was like, I want a big couch. I want a nice big comfy couch, and I want a big TV. This is actually our computer monitor. We have our tower down here, our computer tower down here. And so I can actually sit on the couch and work from the couch.
Now, how large is this trailer actually?
It's 8.5 feet wide by 20 feet long.
So we're in your living room right now, and I have to say, this wood fire just makes for such a nice feature in the home, doesn't it?
This is one of the most expensive appliances in the house, actually.
Yeah.
Because of the sheer fact that we knew it needed to cover a very important niche in the winter.
Yeah, we didn't skimp on the wood stove.
No, and it was had all the regulations that we needed. So that was a...
It'll heat us out of here if we let it, though.
Just stepping into this home, already one of my absolute favorite features has got to be this incredible kitchen.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Tell me a little bit about the design and how you laid everything out in here.
So we wanted it tight knit and a U shape, so you could kind of be at the center, at the nucleus of the kitchen, and then reach at everything all around you.
He's the primary cook, and so we catered that to everything. Pots, pans, cups, bowls, everything's right there, arm's length, nothing, cabinet doors, everything's open for functional purposes.
And what about the appliances in here? I see you've got a really nice gas range as well as the sink, practical size sink for a tiny house as well.
The sink basin is salvaged. We got that for $40 at a scrapyard. A little steep, but not too bad.
This is our vent hood, and because of budget purposes, we didn't want to pay for a regular vent hood,
So we built this box out of recycled pallets around the fan.
which is free.
And it works pretty well. We cook a lot too, probably 2 to 3 times a day.
Oh yeah, I mean we eat out probably once every couple weeks.
Yeah, it's a pretty heavily used kitchen.
Very much so. Lots of love.
Down the other end now then we have the bathroom.
Right.
Right, let's take a look at that. And you managed to get a full tub in there, look at that.
You better believe it. That was a requirement. I actually have a series of photos. So we first bought the tub and we just had the trailer, put the tub on top of the trailer, and I got into it. And then we did a progression of how the tub evolved because it was so important that I have that. But yes, this is our bathroom, and most of this that you're seeing is recycled. When people come in here, the first thing that they pretty much flip out about is this sink. So this was a wedding present. We had 2 bowls given to us for wedding presents, and one of them became our sink. So I'm proud of this toilet. We wanted something that separated solids from liquids, and then we didn't want anything that could potentially smell. What we ended up doing was buying a separate toilet attachment. It's not the separate toilet. That was way too expensive for us at the time. So we bought the toilet hood attachment that separates it for you. And then we wired the liquid output into our gray water, and then we installed a fan in the back. And then we put in a solenoid valve, so the water actually flushes the liquids out if we want to wash it after every run. So we're trying to make it as ease of access as possible. And we've got our medicine cabinet, very efficient system where literally everything we use every single day is in here.
And then you've got even more storage by the looks of it behind the toilet as well.
That's it. So on the entry of the house, there's a closet door, and the closet is really deep, 40 inches. So we had this door so that we could access everything in the back of the closet. So I can access everything on this shelf, and this shelf. So this is where all of our toiletries, spare towels, and everything else go. So we're trying to make it as efficient as possible.
And so what's above us right now?
This above us is our guest loft / office.
What a seriously cool space this is up here. What made you guys actually design it this way?
Well, we knew we wanted to have a guest loft of some sort, and we knew I needed a workspace that was independent because I don't work on the couch very well. And so this was a nice nook to have. And that cushion beside David actually comes out and folds down, and this becomes a loft for guest bed for maybe 2, cozy 2, and 1. Spread out.
I absolutely love it. And again, it just adds so much style and character to the house, especially with this bookshelf, because this becomes a feature when you're downstairs as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and the plants, we wanted it to all feel homey. And this was a huge homey element. And it was functional. We needed book spaces, so it worked out well in all favors. And if you're sitting here, you can see the whole house stretch in front of you. This is one of my favorite spots in the house, actually.
I can really see why. And then over the way, we've got the sleeping loft.
That's it.
Great, can we have a look over there?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right. This walkway here is such a cool feature. And here we are in the sleeping loft. Lots of storage for your clothes up here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had 3 times this many clothes when we left school, so.
We originally had cubbies planned, like little drawers, but the shelves were just so much easier to build.
So what was it like for you both adapting to tiny house life?
It was amazing.
Yeah, we both grew up building forts, so it was kind of a natural progression. Like I see this as our best fort yet. You know, it was really special waking up that first morning and seeing every screw, every nail, every board, and like I touched that, I put that there. That was pretty magical.
There's a definite sense of accomplishment that you get from building something yourself. And that's the huge advantage to doing a DIY build, isn't it? That you get a kind of connection to the house that you would never be able to have otherwise.
Everybody asks us, what are you going to do with this whenever you're done with it? Are you going to live in it forever? And we both agree we're not going to live in it forever, but we can't. We don't know what we're going to do.
The idea of selling it right now really stings. Yeah, really attached to it.
We have a few more years yet, though. So it's been a year and a half, and it's been nothing but good. I think so.
So what difference would you say that this tiny house has made to your lives?
It's given us tons of freedom, lots of extra money. It's so much cheaper to live here than renting, especially in this neighborhood.
And so what was your budget for this project?
It came in a little under $17K.
We didn't have all the money up front. We worked as we built, and we wanted to come in somewhere around $15,000.
It went a little more. And that's including the wood stove, too. All the appliances, everything from the bottom up.
And I think we were able to get away with that because so much of it is recycled and salvaged.
So what's next for you guys?
We don't really know.
We're happy doing what we're doing now. I mean, it's hard to argue with life right now, so we're just doing good. We're happy. We like where we live, we like our neighbors, and we're not in a hurry to change anything right now. So we don't know.
Yeah. So a year ago today, we had no idea we were even going to be moving to Asheville. And now we both have jobs here, and
This city has treated us good.
so I don't know where we're going to end up. And I think that's the beauty of having a tiny house, is it gives you that choice. You don't have to make a decision if you don't want to.
Freedom.
Yeah.
There's no question in my mind that you have both found yourself a perfect situation here. I love your home, and I totally agree with you that this is the ultimate fort. Well done on an awesome build project.
Thanks,
Congratulations
Thank you
to
so
you
much,
both.
Bryce.
Thanks.
We appreciate it.
DIY projects such as this one have an undeniable charm. I don't think I'll ever get tired of discovering all of the unique and interesting ways that people make these homes their own. As for David and Catherine, there is no doubt in my mind that this house will set them up for an incredible future together.